So if you look around the driveway right now, you'll notice there's a couple of cars missing. The Aston is not there, and the Range Rover is nowhere to be seen. There's a few reasons for that. One, about a week and a half ago, we decided to leave Florida and move back to Tennessee after leaving Tennessee to move to Florida. Anyway, so we're back in Tennessee now, and obviously with 4 to 5 cars, we couldn't really drive everything up, so we had to ship a couple of them. Because of shipping times right now, we had to ship them to a completely different area than where we actually are, because we weren't able to take delivery of the cars once they got here. What that means is we decided to ship them to our good old friends at European Auto Garage in Knoxville, which is 2 hours away from here, which is convenient. It has now been, what, Nick? 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks?
They arrived there, I think, on August 25th, and it is currently September 10th.
Yes, so they've been there about 2 weeks. So I should probably add on to that by saying that it isn't surprising which car was causing the issues and the holdup. I'll let you guess.
It was the Range Rover. It wasn't this one, or even the Aston. And it even wasn't that one. It was the Range Rover.
Yeah. While Nick's inside, I'll also take a second to talk about this car. We haven't done any videos with this car yet. We've had it a little over a week. And I have to say, I love this thing. But how could you not? Man, nothing. I've been so annoyed with the Aston and its jerky transmission and everything. I miss it. I miss having some fun.
I do too. I really miss it. It's weird because like we have these cars and they've not been here.
Yeah.
And like it's so weird. The fleet won't even after today be all together because this car is going for service. So.
Well, hopefully you have a better time than I did. Although it would be hard not to.
It's been a while since the 4 Series has bucked its head on me.
Has it ever?
Not this one.
Not this one. Nick has started his car, and I don't know that you can hear it, but it feels so rough. So I'm wondering if Nick is going to have a fun experience at the European Auto Garage as well. It was an interesting startup.
It was. It was a cold start. It's fine.
Another problem with having 5 cars is it's incredibly difficult to navigate this driveway that looks massive on camera. It's not, especially not with 4 or 5 cars.
You're saying we have problems?
Yes. First error of the day. Hopefully the last.
That happened the last time I drove it in early in the morning. By the time it had heated up, we were fine.
We're here. We've arrived at home.
Hello. It really does. It feels like a weird second home. It's odd. Yeah, that happened this morning. At one point, I spent all day here from basically open to close because parts got missed. Like it was supposed to be like a drop off at like 9, pick up about 1, but the wrong parts were sent. So I was here from like 9 until 7 o'clock. I was leaving with the employees of European Auto Garage. And so yeah, it was kind of, it feels like a second home this. All right, let's go pick them up. I always loved like some of the little knickknacks in their lobby. I always thought this was cool too. The branded vending machine. I love it. Ooh, and you can buy eggs. All right. So Rover's over here. We're gonna go get stuff out of my car, but they're not as dirty as I was expecting, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. You've got some rain spots on the grill and stuff. I mean, overall though, I was kind of expecting worse. A lot of brake dust. Wasn't even a tarantula. We've got water in the taillights. Oh, British. And then there's Rachel, who threw a coolant fit. Which one of these stains in the parking lot do you think is her? I mean, it could be that one. It could be that one. We don't know.
That might be that one.
Yeah, actually, I think it might actually be that one. That runs, that runs all the way back to the garage. Oh, that's wonderful.
First time I've started her in weeks. Looks good. That's the best she's sounded in a long time.
It's me every time.
It is so nice to be in the Range Rover again. It's a good car. It's, well, I was gonna say it's well built. It's not well built, but it's a good car. It's nice. Feels brand new, which it should.
We have Sirius. We have Sirius radio, so I'm not without tunes on the way home. Thank goodness. I don't know why this car still has Sirius, but it does. So, yeah. Patrick's vlogging, I'm vlogging. But yeah, so I think we're good. Beautiful car, absolutely stunning. Ready to set her off. So the Aston and the Rolls are united. Beautiful. This is really bothersome, all this moisture. I mean, it's a lot of moisture. It's cleared out more on the right side here than on the left. The right side's not as bad. Left side's still pretty bad. Patrick said though on the interstate that something happened with Rachel. And since we're doing automotive videos now, he gets to have his camera shoved in his face over it.
Which is good, because that's exactly what I'm in the mood for right now.
I know.
So, around 35, 40 miles an hour, it judders hard. It feels like a shift that keeps trying to happen, but it's not at a shift point.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's juddering. I don't want it. And it's not all the time, it's just at lower speeds. And it's not all the time at lower speeds.
Yeah.
It's just at that.
Huh.
So the car is parked up and at home now. As you can see, it's all tucked away behind me. It's been a couple of weeks, and funny enough, I think I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing earlier in this same video a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, we picked the cars up. Even the 4 Series is home, the car that we dropped off. The reason I didn't finish recording was because by the time I got home and it started juddering at 30 to 45 miles an hour, I honestly just didn't feel like talking about it anymore. I love my L322. It's probably still to this day my favorite car out of all 5 of them. And still to this day, I wouldn't trade it for pretty much anything else. But that's not to say that I am happy with it every moment of every day. Like I said, it's a fantastic car, but ultimately it is still a 10-year-old British car. And it lets that be known sometimes. So it's put away under the car cover right now. I talked to the service advisor, and they said I can bring it back anytime. They'll look at it. If it's a part that they replaced, it's under warranty. It's not that big of a deal. It could be something else, and if it is, right now, at this very moment, I don't want to know. So, maybe in a month or two I'll have it, I'll drive it around before then, but if it's still experiencing that issue, I'll have it shipped back over to EAG a couple of hours away, and have them dive into it and figure out what's going on. Ultimately though, the past 2 years have been great with the car. Nothing really has gone too wrong. But like I said, ultimately it's a 10-year-old British Range Rover, so it's gonna have issues. I do think to end this video, we should go over the service receipt, and Nick should ask me how much I think everything costs, because I have a feeling I am unaware of what I actually paid for on this invoice. Obviously, when I went in, I just went in, we paid for it, and that was that. There was nothing else I really could do. The work had been done, I had to pay for it no matter what, so I usually would prefer to just not look at it, just pay it and move on. Another note I will add is that this is why the Rolls-Royce has a warranty. I'm done buying cars that don't have warranties. Yeah. But I can't complain too much. It gave me 2 great years with very limited service, just regular oil changes and regular maintenance like that. And aside from that, it's not really caused me any trouble except until it comes back to Tennessee. I think it was waiting. And if you're wondering, that car surprisingly had no issues at all. Even the clutch was good. This has developed. This one went away, but this still hasn't gone away, and it's been a couple of weeks. We've driven it. It's been outside all day. It's sat in the garage for days. And so that taillight assembly may have to be replaced. Warranty. I'm glad the most expensive car to maintain has a warranty.
Yeah, me too. We were smart about that.
Yeah, which is shocking for us.
We have something else in the works that you guys made.
We do have something else in the works, and we can talk about this more in a minute, but we'll say for now, this car, the white 5 Series, it's a fantastic car, and if you're looking for a 4-door sedan, mid-size, would you say that's mid-size?
That's mid-size, yeah, because 3 Series is small.
Yeah, if you're looking for a mid-size sedan, don't buy this one. It's got a few issues, obviously, but the heater doesn't work. That's the only issue, actually. But it's too small for the family car. That's too out of warranty for a family car, and that's Nick's car, so that's
also not a family car, it's a two-door.
well, that is a thing. But the 5 Series I love, it's a great car, but it's time for a family SUV. Something that we can take the dogs in and all of us go on an off-roading trip. But I'll leave it at that. But don't worry, it will have a warranty. Okay, so we've made it to my office, and it is now time to test my knowledge about what I just paid. So Nick, if you want to run through the invoice, I will guess what the prices were.
So how much do you think you paid for 5W40 synthetic oil?
So I know the EI oil changes because I've done a ton of them. Mm-hmm. So I think I paid probably $40 in oil.
67.
67.
In oil, yes.
In oil. Okay.
Not in labor or anything. There's also an oil filter on here. How much do you think that was?
$25.
$11. So, you know, it kind of averaged out there for you. So, yes, you had 2 front axle assemblies. How much do you think that cost you?
Wait, it was 2?
No, you had 2 air filters, excuse me. Oh. You had 1 front axle assembly. How much do you think that cost?
$700.
$291 for the part. 69 cents as well.
Nice. Oh, for the part. Okay.
Yeah, we're just doing parts.
For the part. Okay. I probably on that would have guessed $300.
Yeah. So you were close to $291. ABS speed sensor front.
I can't imagine that would be more than like $50.
$76. Wheel hub front without the bearing.
$120.
$295.
$295 without the bearing?
Yes. Now, how much do you think the bearing was? Like the bearing, it's a wheel bearing kit.
I think whenever Nashville is calling me.
Oh, you want to take it?
No, it's fine. So the wheel bearing.
Yes, wheel bearing kit.
$75.
$249. So
what?
Your wheel hub front without the bearing was $295, then plus the bearing is $249.
Okay.
This is just parts. It's just parts. We'll move on from parts here in a second, but first, let's talk about our coolant outlet flange. How much do you think the coolant outlet flange costs?
I mean, it's like a tube, isn't it?
I think so, yes.
$45.
$82. $82.07, yes.
For a little rubber thing that's going to break in another 10 years?
Yes. But that doesn't, that's nothing actually in comparison to the labor for that coolant outlet flange. So let's go ahead and find that really fast. I'm actually struggling to find a broken down labor charge for that because I know that the labor charge was, oh, there it is. Remove and replace coolant hose. How much do you think that cost you?
$400.
$621.20 to install a $82 hose.
What?
Yeah. But if I'm correct, it was at the back of the engine. They probably had to remove like pretty much everything.
Okay.
So, well, do you want to do one more thing on labor here? I think it'd be interesting. So, remove and replace left front axle shaft assembly. Disconnect required suspension hardware. Remove and replace axle shaft. And then do all that again. How much do you think that cost you?
$300?
$310. Like,
hey, the price is almost right.
Yeah. We'll give it to you. And then they had to do the wheel hub as well. Yeah, they had to do the wheel hub as well. So remove and replace wheel hub, bearing, axle, while the axle and suspension were disassembled for the back. So you save some labor money here. So how much do you think that cost you?
$100.
$124. So again, pretty close. You see that labor time's relatively down, except that coolant hose, you were $200 off on that.
That's a lot.
And then they charge you $62 to replace your air filter, which actually is kind of crazy.
Labor was $62 to replace the air filter?
Yeah, filters plural, but yeah.
But wait. I thought to replace the air filter. I may be wrong. I probably am. I could have sworn to replace an air filter, you take a thing off, take the air filter out, and put the new one in. Am I wrong?
No, I think that's correct.
Okay. So theoretically, that took them 45 minutes based on their hourly rate that I think it is.
That looks like a rip-off in comparison.
Stopped for lunch.
So yeah, there you go. That's kind of, I mean, that's the breakdown. That's not everything, but that's the big stuff.
I think the total came out to $2,017. Or no, $2,717.
I'm not find this total. Invoices are a little hard to read at some of these places, so give me 1 second.
I think I made it somewhere. It was like $2,717.
Yeah, I think that's right. I don't have a total. So yeah, I think that's probably about right. $2,000. Looks like about $2,000. 21. Yeah. So yeah, that's how much Patrick paid for maintenance on some of these things. I'm sure people will say you're overpaying, but I can't imagine what these prices are at Land Rover.
You know, that's the thing did we overpay? Maybe.
Yeah.
Did I have to worry about it? No.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing too. Every single one of those things, like, you know, if like they said, if the axle, like that bearing, if that bearing is loose and was causing a vibration, for example, then, well, anyway, they will replace that. It's warranted for, I think it's like 60,000 miles or 3 years. I mean, it's crazy, the warranty they have. So, yeah, it's well worth it. I've used that warranty on my cars in the past, and they just do it. They just do it. They just take care of it. So,
there's a lot of peace of mind in that, and also knowing that the shop that we went to, I trust, obviously. I don't have any reason to feel like I overpaid. The work was done. I feel it was done well, and I almost made it home without a problem.
oh, they actually did not charge you for any like diagnosis of anything either, so that's good.
Well, see, I saved $120.
Yeah. Probably like 5,000. Okay, we got charged like, what was it, $300 at BMW in Florida to diagnose problem. I didn't even fix it.
Which was low coolant.
Yeah.
That was awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because see, we just finished Tyler Hoover's show Car Issues, where the wizard broke down what it would cost to repair some of these cars, and I think his most expensive bill was like $2,500.
Yes. Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
And might that have been on the L322?
I think so. I think that might have been the L322 actually. But it was the most expensive. So, you know, that's telling, isn't it?
Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Welcome back to Breakdown Automotive, and welcome to my office, because that's where this video ended up. I figured we would do this video in a little bit of a different way. I feel like I've made the same video with the L322 over and over and over and over. So it was nice to have a change of scenery. Yeah, that's pretty shocking. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think it was that bad, and it's not that bad. It's until you see what the price was. Like on small specific things, like $300 for a wheel hub. That's shocking, but overall, past 2 years, easy maintenance, nothing wrong. Then this happens, and a few more things happened, and you know, now it's almost good. God, these things are shit. I do feel like I need to go to rehab. Because, you know, now we're looking at something else that at least it has a warranty, but could potentially do the same things.
But has a warranty.
Yes.
That's just how both of our warranted cars aren't able to work at the same time.
Yeah, because then we'd have to drive the unwarranted cars, and then that's when it becomes a problem. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching this video. Welcome back to the Automotive channel. This video was completely different from what we have planned going on for videos in the future. In fact, I have some really good ideas, and Nick has some really good ideas too for what we're actually going to do with this channel in the future. I'm very excited to start making those videos. This first video was a little bit different. Next week's video is a throwback race video where we go back to our hometown in our dream cars and redo one of the races we used to do.
It's really fun.
The first two videos are definitely not the new format, but starting after the next video, we have a new format coming that I feel like it's the reason that we stopped making videos was because the format was just wrong, and then we got distracted and a lot of stuff happened. The disco took its own life, and
I think we'll do a video about the disco.
Yeah. One day. I'm not ready yet. Maybe
on the 3-year anniversary.
Yeah. We'll see. But these first two videos definitely don't have the format that we're going for moving forward, but I'm very excited for everyone to see that new format. In fact, I think we need to order a couple more GoPros because I'm going to show you the footage we got yesterday, or the footage we got Saturday. It's really not that good. The audio is terrible. This GoPro has good audio. These two, they're terrible. And I think if we replace these with newer GoPros, we'll get really good audio, and they will fit the style that we are looking to do.
Great, let's do it.
So yeah, I am very excited to share those videos with you guys. The new format is going to be so much better, so fun, so cool. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you didn't, well, why did you watch this far?
All right, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.